let's get started. Itate, you running the show today? Everybody met Itate whilst I was gone.
Good. Hi, everyone.
Hi. And so let's move it forward.
Okay, here we go.
All right, tell me something good. I just told you mine. What about you guys? Tell me. I missed everything for the last 2 weeks. What is going on?
We're all excited. We have a new printer in the office.
The new printer, yes. Thanks to Brian, that was quite the challenge. If anybody doesn't know, we have had our challenges with connecting with Apple products. So while no one can give us a guarantee on those connections, Brian did extensive research over the last literally 3 months, maybe even longer, and we have a new printer that we hope has better connectivity. Thank you, Brian. All right, anybody else?
I'm grateful for the rain we had this morning.
Yeah, that was kind of nice, huh? All right. Anybody else? All right, let's go forward. Let's get this party started. Russell Roney's on the call. He just texted me. Good to hear you. Almost see you, Russell.
Just checking in.
Be in your presence.
Thank you, sir.
Mega Agent Camp, August 23rd and 24th. Early bird tickets on sale now. It's in Austin. It is 2 days of Gary.
Oh.
Gary is one of the most compelling, inspiring people that I've ever been around, and Gary Keller, that is. And August 23rd and 24th, he will be live in Austin. But there is also, I believe, the option of dialing in. So both those early bird tickets are on sale now. I'd say jump in there. It will not be a waste of your time. I promise you. And I believe I am going. So anybody wants to join me, please look into it. Let me know how I can help in any way, shape, or form. And then we still have some t-shirts left. I saw that. We have some classes coming up this week. What's coming up? Howie, you're going to be teaching this your class, or is this a moment?
No, it was a quick moment. Do you want to go back to the classes, or do you guys want to?
I don't know. Do I? I want to. Let's see.
Oh, Howie's in a rush today, so we squeezed him in at the beginning.
Oh, come on in. All right, so we'll get back to the classes. Howie, what do you got, bud?
All right. So Maury already announced that we do have a new copier in the office. So if you guys do need help setting it up, obviously feel free to reach out to me. We have pretty detailed instructions down now, and any one of the staff should be able to help. Obviously, we have a lot of different type of computers floating around. So if you guys do need help, please feel free to reach out to me directly. If you guys run into a problem, or one of the staff members could reach out to me. Just make sure that your computer is as updated as you sort of want it to be. And some of you with older computers can't update, and this still should work. But those of us with basically newest operating system or newer operating systems, we're not running into the same problems that we were having with the previous copier, which is fantastic news. Also, in other updates, please understand that sometimes we may experience a tiny bit of downtime or something. We are doing lots of capital improvements to both Keller Williams Larchmont's offices to improve both network security and network coverage. We are upgrading all these pretty cool things, and just trying to keep you guys as safe as possible, and try to keep the office as protected as possible. But it all comes down to you guys ultimately, right? We can put whatever we want in place, but we need you guys to be kind of diligent about getting weird emails, having your best friend text you and then being like, hey, I'm using somebody else's number. I'm stuck in an airport someplace. Can you please, Western Union me like, a couple $1,000? Like, I just want to make sure you guys are just really aware of all the scammy things that are happening, especially, with all the things that are going on in the economy and the way that people kind of act when things are may go a little awry. I want you guys to be super diligent. Double check all those wire transfer instructions, double check every email that you get from anything financially related, and again, turn on two-factor authentication for everything. I will also be teaching class. I'm talking to Brian and Paolo about it. That will be more like a business IT basics, just kind of getting all your ducks in a row before you guys kind of blast off for new client or for new agents and for seasoned agents as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Howie, per usual. I look forward
Thank you
to it.
guys.
All right, bud. Oh, and the technical aspect of it is you have to download a driver, right? Isn't that what has to happen to print for printing?
Yeah, you have to download a driver for any device that you want to really print to.
Yeah.
But for the accounting purposes, it's a little bit, there's a little bit more to it, but basically, yeah, we install the driver and then we, point it to the printer and then add in your printer code and all that other good stuff.
Super. Audra's going to, Audra Strafella.
Ella, you got to say with a little accent, Come on, Joey.
Strafella.
Ella, hey, whatever works.
You just got to say it louder, right? That's the way it goes. It's been a while. Audra comes from Superlative. It's a company that helped us do our Larchmont website, and we had a great experience, so we wanted to share it with you guys. Take it away, Audra.
Okay, here I am. Well, thanks for having me, Joey and everybody. I appreciate it. A few of you I already know, but for those of you that don't know me, again, I'm Audra. And so Superlative is the company that I work for. We're based out of Irvine, so we're kind of around the corner. And yeah, we had the pleasure of helping Joey and the team with the website, and it thankfully went really well. I know Brian still sends some changes once in a while, but that's to be expected as you guys change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you that haven't checked it out yet, I think we have it on the kwlarchmont.com now. Is that correct? Is that what we decided on? Instead of just, I don't know, Brian, maybe you can help me out with that one. I haven't been
it's on kellerwilliamslarchmont.com is the main site. The KW Larchmont does forward to it.
It forwards now. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, so we did a really good job with that. All of the agents should be on there. And I think as the new ones come in, Brian, I think you're kind of helping with that aspect of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that sounds good. So if you're a new agent and you're on, definitely get with Brian. I'm sure he's already reached out to you guys. And then based on Maury's on, so I just kind of wanted to introduce his website to you guys just to kind of show you what we do on the agent side of things. And I will say, like, for those of you that have been in the business a while, or maybe you're new, you have to agree that you would say that having a good presence is very important. So I can't stress that enough. I hear all the time, I talk to agents and the stories that they tell me are just remarkable. They're like, I was on a listing presentation and, the lady gets up and starts asking me where I am on the internet. They can't find me. And I just hear the craziest stories. So I always tell people, even if you think your website's bad, like, kudos for having a website. But if you need a good one and you really want a great presence, definitely reach out to me, because we do a really good job, and we don't charge that much compared to what other people in the market charge these days. So is it okay if I just go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and I'll kind of give you a little glimpse into what we do, and then if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. So let me know if you guys see this. I'm just going to go ahead and try to share this. Let's see if that comes up. Okay. So you guys should start to see my screen, correct?
Yep.
Okay, just help me out here.
Well, it's not, it says you're sharing, but it hasn't.
It hasn't popped up yet. Okay. All right. So let me
there
just.
There you go.
There it goes. There it goes. All right. Perfect. So let me just get this pulled up here. I had it over here. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. So I have the pleasure of introducing you to Maury Leitner's website, and it came out really, really nice. And the process for it is basically, if anybody's interested in setting up their own, you would just call me or text me and we can set up a consultation. Everybody's in a different space, so you would just kind of tell me what your needs are, how I can help, and then we'll go from there. So this is just an example. Basically, we do custom sites as well, where it's a little more involved. But for an agent website, it's not a whole lot of work. So you guys would just basically tell me what you need. We would choose a design, and then we provide all the content. So a lot of people ask me, well, what if I don't have anything? You know, like I don't have listings, or maybe you don't want to show your sold. What's going to give you that presence is the Idx integration. And I'm going to explain that to you guys right now. So for this design, this is beautiful for where you guys are. So we just did a really nice video of Hollywood. You can see it kind of encompasses quite a bit. And then it changes there. So we choose a video. And if you guys have your own, we can absolutely use yours as well. So that's just a nice little feature. And then-
And I just want to interrupt. I see it, and it may be coming through to everyone else also a little choppy. It's very smooth. I think it's because you're sharing.
Thank you for saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
so it's usually a smooth video.
Yes, thanks for saying that, Maury. Yeah, because I think right now even I'm getting a little bit of a slow connection. So just bear with me with scrolling through this and everything. So yeah, so the video is just an option. If you guys want to use photos that you maybe have sold some beautiful homes, I've seen some really nice websites with really beautiful photos rotating through as well. So it's just an option. And then as long as you're a member of the MLS, we integrate the listings onto your website. So I get asked this all the time. Well, what if I'm with more than one MLS? So the good news is we can incorporate as many MLSs that you're currently with at no extra charge. And the beauty of that is, so let's say you're working with a buyer, and a lot of you guys are already going to know a lot of this, but I just want to kind of go through it. So in case anybody doesn't know, you'll have a search bar on your website. That's when your buyers can just search. And the big thing I always tell the agents to tell their clients is let them know when you're working with a buyer, go to my website because it's going to be the most accurate versus going to like a Redfin or a Zillow, right? So you can't stop people from going there, but at the same time, it's just encouraging them to come to your site because the listings are updated every single day, several times a day. So that's just a nice little thing to tell your clients. So that's for that piece. Are there any questions so far, you guys? Does anybody have any questions as I'm going through? No? Okay, if anybody does, just feel free to interrupt me. And then here's the big thing. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point when it comes to presentation. So let's put it this way. You're going on a listing presentation. Maybe you're making a ton of cold calls. You're just getting yourself out there. You are gonna expect somebody to go look you up, right? That's gonna be one of the first things that they do. Let's say you're putting out flyers, you're doing the mailers, the whole 9 yards, and someone gets something in the mail, they're gonna go, oh, let's go to the person's website, right? So that's the first thing. You want to hook them right away. So when they go to the website, I always tell the agents, you want to put the most important information right on the forefront of the website versus somebody having to like search through and kind of find out what they're trying to find. So whether it's a new client that maybe wants to work with you, or it's a buyer, or whatever the case may be, this area right here is where I tell people, showcase it there. They see the video, they get a little jazzed up, and then they scroll down and they see like the most important things, right? So for Maury, they're going to click on his bio and it's going to go into a beautiful presentation all about Maury's background, where he comes from, how successful he's been, you know, just starting in the business not too long ago, like just amazing story. And they're going to see that and be like, okay, this guy, I want to work with him, you know? And then you'll go into some testimonials, what other people are saying about you. And then maybe they want to see like your listings, like what you currently have or ones that you've sold. So all those things I think are important. If there's anything else that you guys like find important that you want to show, you would just let me know. Otherwise, all the other content, you guys, it comes from us. So like property sellers, buyers, most of that is coming from us. However, if there's something extra that you want to add in, like I know he has his app there, we'll just add that in for you, and like a blog and things like that. Okay. And then this is going to be the most important part. So not to bore you guys to death, but this is going to be, I can't stress this part enough. So again, people say to me, Audra, you know what? I'm just getting in the business, or I'm having a tough time in the business and I don't have any listings. So what are people going to really look at when they come to my website? Okay, so here it is. So I always say you want to pick your top areas. So you may work all over, but let's zone in on your main like 6 to 8 areas of where you're trying to get your clientele. So let's click on Santa Monica, and I'll show you what happens when we click on there. It's going to pull up a little slow. It's going to pull up some market information. So this page can be edited as well. So if you guys have extra links that you want to add, absolutely, just let me know. But the market stats for each area will pull up. And I'm going to touch on this really quick. Maury, I'm sure I probably told you this on our call, but one of the things, I actually learned this from a few of my clients. If you're into social media and you're thinking of like, what do I put out there? What's the content that I need to keep like putting? A lot of the agents are copying these landing pages up here. So this is considered essentially a landing page for each community. And let's say they'll post, hey, check out the market stats for Santa Monica this week. And they'll post the URL with a little snapshot of the picture. And it gets a lot of momentum and people that want to come to the website. So it's just a little tip for any of you that are trying to think of something to do like creative with your website. And this will update every single day. So people ask me, well, how accurate is that? From what I understand, it's coming directly from the MLS. So it is accurate. And then as often as your MLS updates, it's going to update as well. So usually it's a few times at least a day. Okay. And then here's the most important part. So if I could tell you anything that you take away with you today, this is going to be it. So granted, you're looking at this person's website, you're going to think, okay, he's got a lot of listings. You're just kind of scrolling through and you're thinking, wow. And then you click on one of them and you're going to see it brings up all the information. So this is all downloading from the MLS. It's all okay. And then over here on the left, it's going to say presented by Maury. And it's funny, you guys, because I'm going to make you laugh, probably Joey as well, because I talk to brokers that have been in the business for years. I'll have a conversation with them and I'll go through my presentation and they'll say to me, oh my God, are those all Maury's listings? They like literally don't realize that. And I'm like, how many years have you been in the business? And they're like, it's not a common thing that people realize unless you're on the tech side of things, because that's just the way it's set up. So it takes all the listings, it puts it into the agent, name basically, and it will say presented by with his phone number. So the average person looking at the website is going to automatically think that those are Maury's listings. Right away, you're going to win the person over because they're thinking, oh, I want to work with this guy. He's amazing, So that's the key. And then if you guys are all wondering about legalities and all that, like it's going to say here, this listing is courtesy of. So do people read that? Maybe, but do they really understand how it works? No. So it's all legal on how it's set up. It's just that the way it's presented makes the agent look really, really good. And that's going to be the key. So that's kind of like, I don't know, I would just say that's probably the most important part of having the website, right? And then of course, any of your own listings will go on there as well if you have one or any solds, like I had mentioned before. And then that's pretty much it. Everything else is just kind of icing on the cake. Does anybody have any questions? And then I'll kind of go into pricing and how it's set up and everything like that.
Well, I was just going to say, Rich, you notice that little, you happy to see that little symbol in the bottom right-hand corner there?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Rich, are you part of the legal team?
I'm the broker.
Oh, you're the broker. Okay, even more important. Nice to meet you. So I can't tell you. So I've been doing this for about 6 years. And right around the time the pandemic started, strangely or not, I got flooded with calls. And they started in Florida, by the way. Okay, so it kind of trickled its way down. I'm just now getting calls from California. But yeah, the whole ADA compliant thing has been a big, big thing. This is the information I kind of let Brian know, but I'm going to let you guys know. So I've spoken to our programmers, all of the people at our company and the high up, and they said that the way that our websites are built, they are ADA compliant. However, some people want this extra little widget here just to give them that extra security. So Maury, I'm pretty sure this is how you set yours up. Did you go to userway.org? Was that what they instructed you to do and get that, or did you do it a different way?
I think it was sent to me. I think, didn't you send something around at some point? And then Brian helped me and we gave it to the website builder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did send something. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's
yeah,
even better.
yeah.
Where did you get yours from, Rich? Was it like
It was a CAR at a CAR meeting. They gave a presentation and then they put out a legal update, and I think there was a link within that to
that's
yeah.
where I got it from.
Yeah.
And I forwarded it to your people, Audra.
Okay, perfect. And there
And they
it is.
were able to get hold of it.
Yeah, and if that's the way you guys are doing it, that's amazing. And then otherwise, I've just been telling people to go to userway.org. There's a widget that you can download, and then I think it's basically the same thing. It's just something there that's showing that if somebody needs to use that, they can, you know. So yeah, anything that you guys as a brokerage get that you need to be added, that you know about that I don't know about, just feel free to like call us, and we have a great, you know, tech support will help you. And everything like that, or I can, or whatever. So just let me know. Yeah. And then what else can I tell you guys? Okay, so the price, everybody wants to know the price. So unless you're doing a full-on custom site where you're like, all right, everything has to be this way, we're going to build a whole thing from scratch, then the prices will be a little different. And if you're interested in that, you can call me and I can go over that with you. That really depends on what you need. But if you're looking for an agent, I guess we call them templates, if you will, but we have several to choose from. So if you want a nice design, you don't want to pay a setup fee, and you just want to have a really good online presence, there's no setup fee. We have a few different price points. It's either $34.95 a month, which is what most people get. That's for everything I just showed you. And it also includes tech support. So if you need help, we can help you. Otherwise, we have like a CRM that you can add and a couple other little fancy things that we can stick in there for like $10 or $20 more. So you just have to let me know. I don't want to go into all that if you guys, you know, we're not talking.
Thank you, Audra.
Yes, you're very welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for having me, you guys.
We will put your information in the chat.
Okay.
Do that. That'd be great.
That sounds good.
Who wants to contact you?
Yeah, and I just put it on the screen too if you guys just want to like snap a picture or something. Sometimes it's easier, but up to you guys.
Perfect.
Okay. Thanks again for having me, you guys. I don't want to keep you. And if anyone has any questions, just call or text me.
Will do.
Okay. Thanks again.
Audra.
Nice to meet you all.
Good one.
Bye.
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 Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Right. Bum, bum. One more time. There we go. Upcoming classes. There we go. What do we have on the docket here? Christy is doing Words That Work. Of course, the Power Hour, 9 to 9:30. Words That Work are starts at 8:30 to 9, and then Power Hour from 9 to 9:30. And then her new Ignite classes are from 10 to 11:30. And that is the Ignite classes, May 31st to June 27th. All right, so we're in the middle of it. They're actually towards the end of it. Tech classes from Scott Leroy, marketing campaigns, KW campaigns, also referrals overview, a great source of opportunity. Command app overview on Monday, command overview always on Tuesday, and my KW overview. There's still tons of reports and information that you can glean from that website. So all of those classes are taught virtually, 10 to 11 a.m. every day, and they're in the, you could find them in the update, in the daily update. Also, our featured class of the month on, where are we at? That's today at 1 o'clock. Let's all be on for the market update. This is he's doing it just for us. We have the Jordan, I'm sorry, who is the analyst for CAR, and he's going to present all of the numbers and the market numbers year over year and his prediction or projections for the rest of this year and into the future. All right, so everybody who has RSVP'd, I'm sorry, I'm out of that part of the process at this point, but how's that looking, Paula? We're good on that RSVPs?
Yes, we are good at RSVPs. Just make sure you guys join the meeting today. I'll send an email with the Zoom link so that it's easier for you guys to just click on it and hop on.
And I know Rich is going to talk about this, but Rich has a class at 4 o'clock, and he's going to be going over some of the new changes to the contracts. No?
Yes, there was a release yesterday of there's some new forms out there, and probably about maybe 40 revisions, but most of them are just housekeeping. But I'll go over those changes for.
Worth the price of admission for sure. Thanks, Rich. Lease Mastermind's coming up tomorrow. That's between 1 and 2 o'clock. Again, please RSVP so we have an idea of who's attending. And that's between 1 and 2. And Christina, Charlotte, and Tim will all be giving their insights from the agent perspective and as well as from the landlord perspective. 2 out of 3, I don't know about Christina, but both Charlotte and Tim own investment properties where they are the landlords also. So very, very good idea to show up there. Leases are becoming more prevalent, and also a conversation, a fluid conversation. So I would absolutely tune into this class because there will be lots of good information in there tomorrow between 1 and 2. Fair Housing 101, Peter Haven's going to be teaching that on the 27th between 12 and 1. That's next Monday, right? You guys asked for this as part of our Fair Housing Month last month. We're getting Peter Haven to go over the fair housing laws. This applies to both sales and leasing. There's lots of landmines in the process, and you really want to make sure you understand the finer points of what the fair housing laws are, so that you can both help your clients and protect your clients from liability. Removing limiting beliefs. Chrissy's going to be teaching that it's Tuesday. Ways to go find a listing with Christy on Wednesday, and how to stay. Mary Kay is going to be how to stay out of court, how to choose an inspection company. There's lots of pitfalls in that process also, right?
Yes, and that class, Mary Kay's class, was scheduled for this Friday, but we had to reschedule it for July 1st. So just giving you guys a heads up.
Thank you, Paula. All right, core services. Andy's usually our number 1. How you doing, Andy?
I am good. I am in Bozeman, just taking care of business. I'm actually just meeting a client of mine that I just closed. Not much to report. You guys have all seen the headlines in terms of interest rates and stuff. I sent out an email. I'll make sure that the whole office gets it, related to what it actually means when the Fed increases interest rates. Yeah. Anyway, I think now is an opportunity for all of us to really hone in on systems and processes and all of that good stuff. I am more than happy to do buyer seminars, buyer consultations, anything to keep people in the know and really decipher what information is actually true and what it all means.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are a little freaked out at the moment, but it's partially because they don't know. So I'm happy to help any way I can.
Yeah, and to Andy's point, it's the Fed raised the lending rate to which the Fed lends money to banks, right? Is that correct? And in
Yeah.
that, sometimes that trickles down to the borrowers, and sometimes that does not, according to what the banks are, what their numbers look like, right?
Yeah, there's a big misconception when we're talking about the Fed fund rate. So every banking institution is required to have reserves, and the Fed fund rate is literally the rate that these banks borrow money on, like a 24-hour basis, and that's in order to meet the reserve. So if Chase or Wells Fargo or B of A needs to hit a reserve, they're going to borrow money, and the Fed fund rate, which they just increased by 0.75%, is what the banks are actually borrowing the money at on a very short-term basis.
Right.
Directly, it impacts, I know I'm broken record, but directly it impacts short-term debt. It does have an impact on mortgage rates, but when the Fed fund rate goes up by 0.75%, it doesn't mean that mortgage rates go up 0.75%. It definitely triggers investors and triggers markets and things like that. But it's not a direct 0.75% increase. So, and I think it's important that buyers and consumers and sellers and potential buyers, I think it's important that people understand what it actually means. All of a sudden they hit the brakes because they think that rates went up 0.75%, and that's not true. So I also wanted to mention too, there's a ton of different loan options as well. What I've seen recently is a lot of buyers that couldn't get in the market before because there were just too many offers and things were going way, way over. Maybe they've got unique situations. They're self-employed. Maybe their tax returns don't show enough net income, whatever the case is. There's a ton of different loan options out there as well. I have a buyer now that is super pumped. He's like, the rate's higher. I have to do a bank statement loan, but I couldn't get into the market before. So sign me up. I know it's a short-term thing. And next year when he files his taxes, we'll work it out and get him into a regular loan. So lots of information. I'm happy to share. I would love to set up a class for the office, in person, on Zoom, whatever it is, just to pass along more information so that everybody's armed for this crazy market.
Great. Excellent. Thank you, Andy, per usual.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. The lovely Raha. How are you today, Raha?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
A little more enthusiasm, please.
I just wanted to say, make sure you guys go to Rich's class today. As he mentioned, there's some updated disclosures that are now available as of yesterday in your car libraries. So I won't go into too much, but just an important one is the Fair Appraisal Act Addendum. So this addendum is going to be required as of July 1st, but since it's available now, it's recommended to include in your files. It will automatically be attached to the purchase agreement moving forward. So all offers you write, you will see this addendum attached. So the Fair Appraisal Act Addendum states that the appraisal of the property is required to be unbiased, objective, not influenced by any legal considerations and things like that. It says that the seller or buyer can report this information to the lender or the mortgage broker that hired the appraiser. They may file a complaint with the Bureau of Real Estate Appraisers. This addendum gives you the website and phone numbers to turn to if this would ever happen. So this will be in the purchase agreement, yet another form added on there. You'll also see that so we've talked about the fire hardening and defensible space disclosure addendum. That also has been updated. So it's still 2 pages, but broken down differently. So they have, one thing that's really good is they added an additional 2 pages called the defensible space decision tree. This form tells you how to fill out the fire hardening form. So there is a section, if it is in a high fire severity zone, it tells you exactly, it's really easy. They made it super simple for sellers to understand, for buyers to understand. And yeah, so these are the big ones. And as Rich mentioned, there are a lot of different revisions too. So make sure you go to his class. It's very important to know these changes as you work with these contracts almost every
It's
day.
our responsibility as real estate professionals to be up to date on this, and we're going out of our way, of course, to give you access to it, right? We really want you to take advantage of it. It is an integral part of your business to be educated about the contracts, and so show up to these classes. And and if you can't, then what you schedule yourself to watch the recording, because this is not this is it's not Raha is your checks and balances, but she can't educate everyone. It's just humanly impossible, nor can Rich, right? As much as they'd love to. And they will be there as checks and balances, but you guys have to engage, right? Great. Thank you. Thank you, Raha. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Ben, how's it going, buddy?
I'm great. I'm great. Welcome back, Joey. Welcome back.
Yeah, how you doing? You feeling okay? I know you were sick
Yeah.
before I left.
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. And now it's just summer and kids. Summer and kids. It's been busy. Speaking of which, I want to let you guys know a couple of things. But before I get to the title stuff, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, actually, before COVID, I took a trip up to San Luis Obispo, and this is something for you guys to do for the summer if you guys want. They have a zip lines up there. Pretty cool. It's like $100. You zip line over a winery, and then you do some wine tasting. So it was fun. If you guys are interested in that, something fun to do for the summer. Two things I wanted to bring up real quickly is the social media forum part 2 is scheduled for July 12th from 1 to 2. So just if you guys can join that, please. It's going to continue from series 1, and it will be a deep dive on the Facebook and Instagram and the merge between regular farming with social media farming. And then finally, with all this talk about the market conditions, NODs have kind of peaked. It's ugly head out. Now there isn't a concerning number at this time, at least from what I can see. However, they are out there, and I just have a new program now called Property Radar that we have access to now. For example, you guys give me a zip code, I'll punch it in, I'll give you all the properties that have the defaults in that area. For example, 90004 has 7 NODs right now. So these are leads that you guys can utilize to track for yourself for a deal, to track for a listing, and so on and so on. So keep me in mind. Any questions regarding title, even like for leases, I'm happy to help if you need to know something about the seller and or the landlord. Alrighty.
And to that point, Ben, we should really start having this conversation about short pay and
short sales,
and ROA,
REO, yeah,
and as such, because it will be coming up more, right? And I want everybody, so NODs is a notice of default. If you are in arrears, you have not paid your mortgage, and if you do not do so, then we as a lender have the right to foreclose on you, right? Lenders don't necessarily want to foreclose. They're not in the business of resale
real estate
properties, but they do want to protect their investment, and they will do it when it reaches a critical point. Right now, the value they're still, unless someone has like really over milked the cow, there's value in the property, right? And so in that, there's an exit strategy, but that value gets really used up quickly from penalties and not paying your mortgage, and lenders have a breaking point. So the conversation that I've found to be the most effective, just to scrape the surface, is a relational conversation. You want to be a source of information and support for these people. There's some people who are in legitimate like crisis, or getting there in not being able to pay for their mortgage, and there's also some people who abuse the system. So you find that out by just getting in. You're not bottom feeding. Don't take that approach, but you want to come in and see how you can help in some way in the NOD conversation, and we'll carry that on further and further. It will become more relevant as we go forward, right?
Absolutely. No, it's definitely not a bottom feeder. You want to be able to help them and get them out of the situation first, right? So yeah, maybe this will be my third class this year. Maybe either end of July or early August. I'll teach a class on NODs and NTS and the timeline for all that stuff. I have a background in this as well. All right.
You do.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, bud. Larchmont and Escrow, is Josh or David on, or I can't see you guys. All right, and we're gonna slip past them, and we're gonna get into product. See what we're selling. Oh, first birthdays. All right, Matthew Uduis, Lisa, and Raha coming up on the 29th. All right, I'm sure it's in my calendar. Happy birthday to you all in the next week.
Thank you.
We have several new agents here. We have Mandy, Osvaldo, and Jacob Hahn, all new. Is anybody on the call today? We'll say hi to you and welcome you to our little family. I guess Louise, I see Louise is there. Louise, did we announce Louise last week? Is that what happened? I guess so. No? All right, we have some new closed escrows this week. Sabine on Norton, congratulations. Barentine Group on Beechwood. Peter O on Shirley. David Hitt on Dolorosa. Also Tiffany and Rachel on Templeton. Angela Bond on Westgate. Kaylin Penna, Valley Center. And also Christina Kim on Francisco. Congratulations, you guys. New escrows, that's always good. Esther Kim has 2 new escrows. Bates Hennington has a new one. Stefan Case, Steve Senagram, and Champ Davenport have a new one. Eileen Lanza in Moore Park. Christina also on Madison, and Sabine on Matilda is what I'm guessing that's pronounced. Some closed leases. Gabrielle. Congratulations. Also Eric Chin and Dragon up, bam, 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 with 4 leases this month. Congratulations. Excellent job, ladies and gentlemen. New listings, single family. Coming soon, Christina Kim has at the 1050 South Grand. It's a condo and it has 2 beds, 2 baths, 1,000 square feet. Oh, I'm sorry, it's closer to 1,100 square feet for $939,000. Coming soon. I assume that's in the next week. Also, Peace Bonacore on Wilton Place, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,550 square feet for $1.895. Seems like a lot of house for that price. Paul and Alan have a property, 1, 2, 3, 4 Wilshire Boulevard, a condo. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 990 square feet for $630,000. Right on the edge of downtown. Pete, okay. Summit Ridge Drive in Beverly Hills, 3 bedrooms, 5 baths, beautiful, beautiful, modern, 4,000 square feet for $12 million. Congratulations, Pete. That's a beauty. I want to swim in that pool. Excellent. Also, David Holly on Moore Park has a condo, 2 bedroom, 3 baths, 1,200 square feet for $695,000. And Jordan Conrad, Viviana in Tarzana. It's a 5 bedroom, 5 bath, and it is 4,000 square feet, and it is just under 3.4. It's $3,395,000. John Barentine and Chuck. John Barentine and Chuck have a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,732 square feet for 2.599, just under $2.6 million on Elvira. And also Pete Bonacore has a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,966 square feet for $1,295,000 right on Broad Lawn. Heidi Davis on Knoll Crest, I like the planting there. 3-bedroom, 4 baths, 2,175 square feet in View Park for 1.599. And this is good, guys. It's a lot of great listings in here. And also Laura Anderson on David. She has a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,194 square feet for $1,098,000. It's a cute little street. I know the street that this is on. I think she sold one there before. It's like a dead end street that it's kind of hidden away.
Yep, you're right.
Is that correct?
And then, yep.
Yeah. Angela Bond on South Alameda. It's a condo, 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 735 square feet, $525,000. Before we go on, I think Angelia, did you have something to say about your coming soon? It's okay.
Yes, thank you. We're going live today. So we have a gorgeous 2-bed, 2-bath condo. We're going live on it today. It's at the 1050 in the South Park district of downtown LA. That's a very highly sought out area. Lots of natural light, light wood flooring. It's sleek, it's modern, it's elegant. It's on the 9th floor. Stunning view of the downtown LA skyline. It's luxury with resort style amenities, private storage space, guest parking. It's the best 2-bedroom deal in downtown LA in the area right now. We have an open house Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's about it if you want more information. But we are planning on going live on the MLS today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Excellent. All right. We got income properties, I think is next. Yeah. Marianne Simon, 1401 Inez Place in Venice. That has to be, oh yeah. 2 bedrooms, 2 units. They're both 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. The lot size is 2,405 square feet, and they're asking $1.7 million for it. There's probably some upside in several different ways, but it's really cute, even for an owner user. Pocket listings coming soon. What do you guys want to share? Anybody have something they want to share? A new listing coming up, or the such?
Joey, I have something. It's Eileen.
Please, Eileen. How are you doing today?
So.
I'll come and get you.
You don't want to come to my house.
Oh.
Yes, John just finished COVID and Kellen just tested positive, so we're back in hell. So it's a 2-bedroom plus den in Larchmont. It's a fixer. It's 1,340 square feet, and the lot is 6,700. It's a good lot for Larchmont. I should be coming on tonight, but the tenant's not exactly cooperating, and since my house is sick, I may have to put it off for a week or 2.
Sale or rental?
Sale, sorry. And only 1.429. The other comps are listed in the 1.6s, so I think it will go fast, but it may be hard to show.
Yep.
It's cute. It's really cute on Plymouth. And then I have a lease 3-bedroom, 2-bath on Windsor for $4,500. It's a large triplex, so it's the upper level, 2,000 square feet, and that should be going on tomorrow. Easy to show, vacant, clean, cute.
Excellent.
Yes.
If you need anything, let me know, please.
I will, and thank you, and welcome back.
All right, thank you. All right. Before we leave, Does anybody want to fill the bucket or have any wants or needs? I'm going to start by filling the bucket because, so many people, for me to step away from this office for 2 weeks, it's a little it's complex, right? And so there are many people who have taken their away from their time to make that happen, right? First, the staff, of course, Brian and Paula and Tate and Carly. Thank you so much for picking up the slack. And I'm really, really quite grateful for your for not only just keeping the head above water, but making real progress. Also, the ALC, Tracy and Lorna and Dragon and Star and Tim and Christina and Charlotte. Thank you all. Did I miss anybody in that? Please let me know. I think I got you all. You're all fabulous, and I really appreciate all of your help and making me look good while I was away. Thank you so much. There were some things that came up. Anybody else have any?
Hey, I do.
Go.
Welcome back, Joey. I just wanted to say that the morning show every morning at 9 a.m. is something that we are really benefiting a lot from as a group. We want to re-invite the office to come and join us in the mornings at 9. It's where this lease mastermind panel that we're having, when is it, tomorrow, came from. We talk about a lot of stuff that's happening in the market. We talk about individual real estate issues that people are having. We do some gratitude. We do some reading from the Daily Stoic. We try and motivate each other. We're a huge support team, and we want everyone to be able to come and participate and benefit from it.
Yeah, I tried to get on this morning. Number one is we missed our we somehow missed our slide. Number two is Tati, make sure that there's a new link, right? Right? Am I right, Tracy?
Yeah, there is a new link.
Right.
So when it gets posted, whenever you all, or Tati or Paula, if somebody could send it out later today, that would be great.
Yes.
There's a new link to the morning show. And you guys just click on it at 9 o'clock and we'll be there.
The fun never stops. It's a great source of information and connectivity and leverage. I just don't, it's one of those things, like my kids, like, I don't understand why you're not on it, but I will be on it tomorrow. I would try to get on it today, but I just could not, there's too many things going on, and I couldn't negotiate finding the link. So Tati, what I was going to say is make sure that link is in my calendar with the morning show every day, and I will be on there too. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. I know that you're bringing great value to that, and I know you're carrying the ball also while Lorna's away. She's still away? She get back yet?
She's still away. I hope she comes back.
I'm so jealous. I talked with her a couple of times, so we missed each other in Paris by a day too. All right, thank you. Anybody else? Fill the bucket.